Alright guys, welcome to the third installment of Broke Man with Tools. In this one we're going to get the, we're going to take this engine from long block to short block to just plain old block. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos that are going to be coming out on this Dodge. We're going to get it running eventually. So let's get to the action. Alright, so this is kind of where I left off last night. I got the head off of one side. Last night when I left off, I had all the timing set still in there. Let me just give you a little tip here. This bolt is a 10 millimeter. I rounded it off. You can kind of see there. This GoPro doesn't focus that close, but you can kind of see there it's rounded off. What my issue has been, this is the second bolt I've now rounded off. The first one I had to weld something onto it and get it out. My issue is these stupid 12 or whatever the heck point sockets. What I did was I was rounding it off with those 12-point sockets, so I just grabbed this socket set from work and it has all 6 points. Stuck a 6-point on there and it zipped right out, no problem. So I'm gonna only be using 6 points from here on out on this build. So that would be my tip to you. Just don't use any of the 12 points. I believe they're 12 points. I don't actually know. So anyway, got that off, got that the rest of the way off. And now the head's ready to come out on the left side here. So I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up and we'll get this head off. Alright. So I'm just gonna zip out these head studs here with the impact. You're gonna want to be careful if you don't have it on an engine stand and you're taking this off, because it's gonna want to tip on you when you only have one of them off. Obviously you got to take them off one at a time, so it's gonna be a little lopsided when you get the other side off. Should have went with my gut. Knew it was a 10.
Kind of.
Good.
Is it Eddie? Damn, that's good. I saw your dad, Grayson, and Lizzie.
All walking?
Yeah.
Nice.
Grayson was very excited.
I'm sure he was.
What are you doing now?
I'm taking this other side off. Alright, this thing should be ready to about fall off here when I take off this bolt. I'm just going to have a knee on it. In lieu of a hand. Come on. Oh, Kenzie.
What?
Come look at this.
Oh no. What? I thought I broke my.
Well, there's your problem. Holy cow.
What is that?
That's a burn-up piston.
It?
Yeah, boy. Holy cow. Yeah, that did some damage to this one. Oof. I was thinking to myself, oh, I'll just put some new heads on there and run the thing. I don't think so.
So you just need that, you're saying?
That's torn all the way down to the oiling ring. That's nuts.
What is it supposed to look like?
Yo, it's supposed to look like this.
Oh, there's a hole.
Why are none of the other ones burned up? I don't know. I don't know why this one
full.
decided to burn up. Full? What do you
I
mean?
don't know what the word is.
Oh, it just depends on where they're at in their stroke because they move in and out.
I'm full.
I see what you're saying now. Wow.
Doesn't come up and down. This movement.
Yep. Well, I don't think this bottom end is going to be salvageable. Or at least not without some machine work. Oh my god. Alright, so it's another day working on the old Dodge Dakota engine. Is getting it torn apart for whatever reason. There's honestly no reason that I'm getting it torn apart. It doesn't need to be. I'm probably not going to end up using this motor, to be honest. I just want that for a souvenir. But anyway, I'll continue. I'll show you what I was doing here. I'm getting this oil pan off so I can access the rod caps or whatever the hell they're called. See, I'm not a mechanic. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, I'm gonna get this oil pan off. Took out the bolts. They're all 10s all around the edge. There's one of them that's a stud. It goes either right here or right here. It doesn't really matter. I'll just you know, go back and look at the video when I'm putting it back in, but you want to make note of that. All kinds of sludge started pouring out of this thing. I'll probably cut a video in right now. No! That's what they call sludge. But anyway, all kinds of sludge was pouring out of this thing when I flipped it over. It was pretty cool. I love to see that coming out of your engine. But anyway, I'll set you guys up and we'll get this oil pan taken the rest of the way off. Show you what it looks like underneath. I haven't seen yet, but I do have most of the way taken off. By the way, it is kind of a pain. You gotta slowly work your way around it. I got one of these, putty knife, rubber hammer, a screwdriver. So I want to be careful using a screwdriver because there are some spots here where I just got a little overzealous and jammed the screwdriver in there. And you can feel some ripples in the oil pan here, but I think it'll be okay. I think I probably won't end up even using this oil pan anyway. So anyway, let's get going. I think that'll do. Oh, I was going to mention, you want to make sure when you're popping this thing off that you go between the oil pan and the gasket. Don't go between the block and the gasket. You want to separate the oil pan from the gasket. And that's because, I don't know for sure, but in the videos that I've seen, these gaskets are bolted to the block. So separating it from the block ain't going to do you much good. Almost there. Alright, as you can see, we have now got the oil pan off. There's quite a bit of icky gross stuff in there. I mean, we already knew this engine was kaput when we saw the cylinder. That's toast, that one. But it still is interesting to see all the destruction. So I'm going to go ahead and take this gasket off and I'll be back. go. I got the first one out. First piston I've ever pulled in my life. Got a little kissy kiss on there from the valve. Alright guys, here we go. There's the crank. I cleaned it up a little bit. It actually doesn't look like it's in that bad a shape considering, I mean, the whole engine, other than the mains, definitely have some deep grooves in them. But the rods, they all kind of seem pretty good. Better than I'd expect. As you can see, this one's a 16 tooth reluctor wheel. I already knew that. Kind of makes it more of a pain in the ass to find an engine that I want, but it's what it is. I'm honestly this far, I could just take that damn reluctor wheel off of that one and put it on any other engine that I want. It's a perfectly good reluctor wheel. There's nothing that wears out about that. So anyway, I just got some decisions to make on where I want to take this, but pretty much done with the teardown of this engine. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. It's kind of time for me to start shaking some trees and finding a new engine for this truck. I haven't decided if I'm going to go the remanufactured short block route or if I'm going to just pull an engine out of a salvage truck or Jeep or something with a 4.7 in it. But anyway, got to get that figured out, and the next video is probably gonna have something to do with me putting in a new engine, I would assume. But stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.